Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Frag News. It's been a while since we made a Frag News video, and the reason for this was, well, we kinda got behind on schedule. But for the 1.4.6 update, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to bring back Frag News because this update and a lot of the changes in this update were motivated by community feedback. That's right, we listened to what you guys had to say and we made a better game thanks to you. So first of all, big round of applause for you guys for helping us make Frag an even greater game than it is. And without further ado, let's get into the changes you can expect in the update 1.4.6. First, let's talk about the 3 new characters available in this update. There is Scrapper, a rare camp character available starting in Arena 7, Frankenstein, an epic camp character available starting in Arena 6, and Gigagoo, a legendary defense character available starting Arena 7. With these 3 new characters, we hope to bring some very interesting changes to the metagame, but that's not all we're doing to change the meta. For this update, as we have done for the past few updates, we have also decided to buff and nerf some characters. Starting with the nerfs, we have Jet. We realized that Jet was a very mobile character and her ability to fly around in order to reach objectives really quickly and destroy them even faster, especially at mid-level. So we decided to tone down her ability to destroy objectives without touching or mobility for now by removing strong against building and replacing it with a strong against digital. This means Jet no longer deals bonus damage against objectives, but now deals bonus damage against digital characters like Cybergirl, for instance. We hope this will help her stay, in line and help players deal with her more easily. Next on the nerfs list is Striker. Striker is a character with a lot of strength, incredible move speed, even when shooting is one of these strengths, and it allows him to win pretty much any duel with ease, even when his ability is on cooldown. So in order to address the Striker issue, we decided to both reduce his shooting mark speed and his health in order to let players have a wider margin of counterplay against Striker. And we'll see how this affects Striker in the metagame. We're not opposed to more Striker changes in the future, but for now, these are the changes that Striker will receive in the next update. Decreased shooting walk speed and decreased health. And now for the buffs. We start with a tough nut to crack, Scout and Nutty. He is one of the weirdest characters in the game, and there's a lot of problems with Scout and Nutty that you can just fix right away. But we decided to make him more interesting in burst-based teams by making his ability more reliable, while also allowing players to make better use of his high damage projectiles, which can be hard to aim, but are very rewarding. So in the next update, Scout and Nutty will see his clip size increase from 9 to 12, his reload time decrease from 2.5 seconds to a flat 2, and his ability cooldown decrease from 20 seconds to 15. Last but not least, or should I say, finally, we have MEKKALODON on the list of buffs. We noticed that unlike a lot of legendaries, MEKKALODON wasn't really making a splash. He is excellent if you just look at his numbers, but being a legendary character means you also have to wait 30 seconds to respawn, which can be a detriment for some characters. We decided to increase MEKKALODON's power in order to make him feel more rewarding for the people who unlocked him. And we decided to do that by increasing his fire rate from 60 to 70, decreasing his ability effect delay from 1 to 0.1 in order to make his ability appear almost instantly and feel more in line with the visual effect. And similarly, we increased the ability radius from 4 to 5 also to feel more in line with the visual effects. Hopefully these changes will allow MEKKALODON to, leave a dent in the Frag metagame. Now let's talk about new features, the first of which is the reworked Master Challenge. We noticed that the previous Master Challenge wasn't really a popular mode. You would often have trouble finding an opponent to play against, and games would not really feel very fun or diversified. So we decided to turn it into an offline mode. That's right, this is the first solo mode to come to Frag. You will be playing against bots, of course, and it no longer costs diamonds to enter, but coins instead. The principle is this: the more you win, the bigger the prize you receive at the end, but also the more challenging the bots are that you'll be facing. This is a good way to try out a new team that you've just created, or just test your skills with wacky compositions, or just in general. The maximum rewards you can win now is 1,500 coins and 200 cards with a guaranteed 35 threads and 12 epic cards, which is less than the previous rewards, but the challenge is also made much easier and should be a pleasure to play through, basically. Consider this in a sort of advanced training mode, if you will. I hope you have lots of fun with this new feature, and I can't wait to hear about your feedback on this change. Another important change we made was to matchmaking and trophies in general. We noticed that a lot of players were complaining about facing opponents that were way too strong at seemingly random times, and basically don't, make them want to play. They were afraid of losing trophies. So we decided to address this issue from two separate point of views. First of all, we've made sure that matchmaking matches players more fairly at first, which means you're more likely to encounter players of your level, of the same trophy range, and generally have a more balanced matchmaking experience. However, in the case of a win streak, the game will offer you more challenging opponents in order to allow you to progress more quickly through the rankings and get tons of trophies, really quickly. I know what you're thinking. I can win a lot more trophies, but I can also lose more trophies as well. So what's the point? Well, we changed this too. Trophy losses have been reduced against stronger opponents, and trophy wins have been increased. This means in average you will win a lot more trophies and lose a lot less. Hopefully this kind of change will motivate players to play even more and not give up after a couple of defeats, considering that we've made matchmaking as inclusive but also rewarding as possible. In order to accommodate these changes, we've also made some changes to the minimum trophy required to enter a certain arena. So Arena 6 is now available at 2,600 trophies instead of 2,800. Arena 8 has been pushed back to 4,000 trophies instead of 3,700. And Arena 9 has been pushed to 5,000 trophies instead of 4,500 trophies. Well, this concludes Frag News for today. There are also a lot of bug fixes that I didn't think were interesting to mention in this video. However, if you want to read the full list of changes, I have created a special Frag blog dedicated to registering every patch note update, listing all the changes that were previously available only on Discord and Facebook. So I will put the link on the description and you can read it anytime. On top of this, we've made sure that players always stay informed no matter what. So with every new update, you will all receive a private message linking you to the aforementioned patch notes blog that I will keep updating best to my ability. So hope you guys really like all these changes that we've come forward with. Please let me know what your primary thoughts are in the comments of this video. If you like Frag News and want Frag News to be more present, please also make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. And as for me, well, it's time for me to sign off. Expect a video gameplay of the new characters soon. and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!